Hey friends, this is Jenny Long. I'm a coach here at Visual Faith Ministry, and I am inviting you to join me in my laundry room, specifically on my folding table, so that I can answer a question that was posed by a member of our community. How in the world do you organize all the VFM ephemera? So I'm going to show you several things that did not work for me, and then I'm going to show you what is currently working. My response is not a one-size-fits-all. You're going to need to figure out what works best for you. And also, I know that what is currently working may not work in the future, and I may have to pivot. But this is the current state of affairs. I started 3 years ago when we did Hebrew Names of God with a 12 by 12 plastic case. I have a bunch of these from my scrapbooking days, and I thought it was the answer to all organizational issues. 3 months in, I had bunches of fussy cut pieces in here. All 3 months were all mixed together. I was constantly sifting through the case to find what I wanted, and I quickly realized this is never going to work. So then I went out to the garage and found this. One of my girls had chucked it out there, and I thought, oh, okay, this is great. Plastic drawers with little dividers. I'll put florals in here, ephemera with verses and words in here, and all my miscellaneous pieces in the bottom. This didn't even work for 1 month because the miscellaneous drawer was overflowing, and I could see that that was just not the answer either. So I went to my scrapbooking supplies, and I had a couple Creative Memories products that had potential. This box contains 12 of these little mini boxes that certainly would hold quite a bit of ephemera, but I realized right away they wouldn't hold the big pieces. So I didn't try this, just considered it. The other thing that Creative Memories had was a big expandable file with 12 files inside, and I thought, oh, that'd be great to get me through the whole year. But again, I looked at it, thought it's really bulky. I don't know how it's going to stand up or lay down on my desk without being cumbersome. So again, I thought about it, but it wasn't the exact answer I needed, but it led me to the answer I needed, which is these plastic snap closure envelopes. I can get them at Amazon. You can usually get 12 of them for less than $9. They come multicolored. They're large enough to accommodate an 8.5 by 11 piece. It contains the small pieces nicely so they're not flying around on your desk or getting mixed up with other things. So I moved to these, and this is currently working for me. And I'll show you how. Here are my August pieces. All my August Psalm pieces are in this envelope. My September pieces, which I just ran and picked up off my desk, fit in here. I keep it right under my common book so that when I'm ready to embellish a page, I have everything I need, and it's right within my reach. I also use these snap closure envelopes for the rest of my life. So you can see I've got my seasonal color palette pieces all ready to go in this one. My VFM seasonal practices for this year, the Psalms of Ascent, those are all ready cut and ready to use. They're in an envelope. I even keep my Bible journaling kits in this size envelope. It keeps my ephemera, my leftover ephemera after I've worked in my Bible. So this is currently working for me with my ephemera life. But I want to show you a couple other things. If you're a person that does a lot of tag work, maybe you jelly print on tags, I just keep mine in a wooden box, my little tags, and I keep my index cards that I've jelly printed on in a little bit larger bin. So those things I keep separated from the ephemera. And then finally, some of you enjoy the practice of faith mail. It's one of my favorites as well. So I have 3 of these 6 by 8 binders with sheet protectors inside. So the stuffers that go into your faith mail, I have copied, cut, and they are organized somewhat. In here, each sheet protector holds many different pieces, not just one. And my most frequently reached for, I just keep in the front pocket. But this helps me just to be ready, to be organized, and to be able to respond when I need to send something. So there's life as I organize it for Visual Faith Ministry, and I hope that you will share with us how you organize as well. Blessings on your day.